Beautiful.
It's fantastic. This is one of the best double top guitars I've ever played. Hi guys, Jouyan here. Welcome to the weekly guitar meeting at Siccas Guitars. I hope you are doing well and I'm very happy to be back. I was on holiday for a few days and I tried to keep some distance from the world of music and guitars, but guess what? It didn't work. I ended at the end in a guitar shop in Madrid. But anyway, today we have again some Rolls Royce of classical guitars. Very different sounding guitars, but in their category they are truly fascinating guitars. And the first guitar of this week is a very special guitar, and I will be reviewing this guitar with my dear colleague Jonathan. I have the pleasure to have the maestro Jonathan again with me in this weekly guitar meeting show because of a very special guitar.
We haven't been in a long time together though.
Exactly, because I told them already I was on holiday and Jonathan was doing the weekly guitar meeting. I'm confident that he did a very good job. You can write down in the comments how he was. Anyway, today, luckily, we have the time to review a guitar together, and we have to review this guitar together.
Why?
This is, as I told you that the Daman guitar, what we had in the weekly guitar meeting a few weeks ago, I said this is my top...
Months ago.
a month ago, that it was my top 3 guitar. And this guitar, I think it's also in top 5. Top 3 to top 5. Okay, definitely a guitar by Hernandez y Aguado. It was the ex-guitar of Sainz de la Maza. We had it for a few, I think last year here, and it was also, it's also on my top 3 list.
Okay.
So, let's say top 5. Anyway, wow. A piece of history.
This is Santos Hernandez from 1918. This is the same year when Santos opened his own workshop after been working
with
for
Ramirez.
the Manuel Ramirez and later with the widow of Manuel Ramirez. After Manuel Ramirez passed away, he continued to work at the Manuel Ramirez workshop under the leadership of Manuel Ramirez widow. As you can see, the headstock of this guitar is heavily influenced or even in the style of Manuel Ramirez. You can see it's very, very beautiful guitar. Of course, Brazilian rosewood back and sides. There is some assumption that Santos got the material for this guitar still from the Manuel Ramirez stock.
Okay.
Of course, we don't know for sure. We assume so. And the guitar is in great condition. It's never been opened. Only several repair cracks. Other than that, the guitar is in its original condition. And the guitar has been refretted. Other than that, it's
original condition.
Authentic.
Yeah.
Authentic.
It looks...
You
cannot put your eyes away from this guitar.
No.
The
For
whole
me,
package.
I really like this style of guitar. Let our audience know.
Yeah.
And then maybe they will capture the spirit of Santos Hernandez.
Wow, what a privilege to hold this guitar and to play some notes on it.
Yes.
This is...
by the way, one more thing. The label is in Greek style Santos Hernandez. It's like the early Santos Hernandez label.
Early Santos Hernandez label, yeah.
There is one very similar guitar than this in a Stefano Grondona book, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there is very similar guitar. with the similar headstock and everything. Let's see how it sounds.
Okay.
The guitar has a lot of personalities. It has very strong personality. You know, strong color, strong character. That's what I like in this guitar.
This is the only thing what you like.
I mean, that's the highest.
The highest, the
highlight,
main, the highlight of this guitar. Yeah. But also the balance. It's so even. And the other crazy thing is the tone separation. The tone separation, you can hear every tone in a chord.
Oh yes.
And this is not the case with
many
a lot of guitars. Yeah.
We actually heard this guitar in the relatively big hall.
Yeah.
And the funny things is, there was some other louder guitar, I assume, but then these guitars came out way clearer.
Exactly.
At the end, actually, it seems that the guitar is louder because you hear everything.
Yeah, because of the tone separation and the clarity, you think that the guitar is louder, but it's not louder. It's
not
even
louder.
It was more quiet, but you can hear the tones better.
Yeah. That's funny things.
Yeah.
Loud guitar not necessarily clear all the time.
Absolutely. Fantastic.
The basses, when you play the basses with the skin, with less nail, it's just like very dramatic.
Yeah.
Do you listen to this, guys? 4-string sync.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the bass.
This is amazing.
Play the melody, the trebles. So, there are two possibilities. Either Jouyan is mellow or the guitar is mellow.
Okay. I think maybe it's a mix of both.
Oh my god.
But I will play a last piece on it, and then I want to hear the guitar from the other side.
Okay. are talking about colors.
Yeah.
We always change the position of the right hand when we are playing the trebles.
Mm-hmm.
How many of you plays by changing the thumb
The thumb.
with
Yeah.
and without nail? You know, you play with nail, you play without nail,
Yeah.
and the guitar responds
Very,
amazingly in this case.
Absolutely.
You know, that's why you don't get only the colors on the trebles.
Mhm.
Yeah, many guitars get the beautiful colors on
Yeah.
the treble.
But on the
But
bass,
basses.
it's not a big difference usually
Yeah.
if you play here or here. But in this case,
That's completely different nuances.
exactly.
Amazing.
Play some notes on it.
All right.
I just want to listen to this guitar and to enjoy it.
All right.
Amazing. You know what? Okay, that
So hot, so hot.
yeah, this is the guitar.
This is the guitar. Oh yeah, it's not about the
It's
temperature.
not the temperature.
It's the guitar.
It's the guitar.
Made me hot.
The thing is, the thing is, it sounds also from this side exactly the same as the other side from the player perspective, and
Yeah, I agree.
yeah, and the basses are, I mean, come on, maybe we don't talk a lot and we just let the audience decide and try to describe the sound, and yeah.
For sure, I think we've been like, what is now? It's June, end of June. So far, this guitar has been one of the highlight maybe this year. I assume it will be like really one of the highlight this year. Of course, we still have to wait for the rest 6 months what will come to us.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's gonna be easy to beat this beauty.
Exactly. So for me, it's absolutely in the top 3.
You say top 3 and I get the email everybody questioning you what is the other 3. I have problem. Okay, Jouyan, I think it's enough.
It's definitely enough. Yeah.
We have shown our best
Yeah.
and hopefully they can get some hint
Yeah.
of
Because
some taste of the
to
guitar.
listen to hear and to feel the real sound of this guitar, you have to be
You have to
here
play
and
it,
to touch it. And this is
But I think we try to give also
Definitely.
people description.
yeah, and you will definitely hear the beautifulness, the The beauty of the sound.
Yeah.
It's so hot here. So
Yeah, you have some guitars more to review this week?
exactly, we have still 4 guitars, and also they all are absolutely fantastic guitars. Very different. Some double top guitars. So one double top guitar, very modern sounding, and also traditional one by Nitschke.
Oh yeah.
And also older Ramirez one. So this week is, as I said already, Rolls Royce of guitars again.
Yeah, I have to go back to the office.
Okay, me too.
And make sure your order arrives on time.
Thank you, Jonathan.
You're welcome.
See you tomorrow.
Yeah.
The next guitar is made by the famous Spanish guitar luthier Jose Ramirez, and this is from 1979. It's the Flamenca model, and the luthier of this guitar was Pedro Jimenez Posadas. And this guitar is very light. I mean, most of the flamenco guitars are for sure very light, and it has a cedar top and cypress back and sides. And this guitar is in amazing condition. It's from 1979, but it looks almost like new. Let's see how it sounds. What's interesting about this guitar is that usually the flamenco guitars have a very punchy and direct sound and not a long sustain. And this guitar has a very good sustain in the basses. Very interesting. And the sound is, of course, very bright and clear, like a flamenco guitar, Spanish sounding guitar. So at least I tried to play a few parts of some flamenco pieces. And this guitar is very, very easy to play. It's very comfortable. It reacts very well. I mean, it's how a flamenco guitar should be and should sound. And the tone is also very nice. You can also create some classical tones on it. Very round and with nice vibratos. I'm very curious what you think about the sound of this Jose Ramirez guitar from 1979. And let's move to the next one. This guitar is a very special one because I personally love the guitars made by Otto Rauch from Germany. And we had also the same model, exactly the same model last year, I think, or 2 years ago. And I was very impressed. And this is a new one. It's a double top guitar. We have a cedar top and wow, very beautiful Madagascar rosewood back and sides. And you have some very beautiful but very elegant and decent decorations like the guitar head, and also the tuning machines are made by Sheller, so very high quality tuning machines. But let's hear what Otto Rauch had to say about this guitar.
Ja, mein Name ist Otto Rauch. Ich bin ein Gitarrenbauer aus Deutschland und habe meine neue Domenico Montagnana Gitarre mitgebracht. Domenico Montagnana war ein Cellobauer in Venedig um 1700 und seine Celli werden heute von sehr berühmten Cellisten gespielt und zeichnen sich dadurch aus, dass sie große Lautstärke haben und sehr tief klingen und sehr mystisch. Und da ich im Geigenbau auch gearbeitet habe, so in den 90er Jahren oder 2000, kam der Name immer automatisch zu einem Montagnana, ist so ein großer Begriff. Allerdings baue ich ja meine Gitarren schon seit 78 so ungefähr, habe ich ja angefangen mit Gitarrenbau. Und so Anfang der 90er fing ich dann an, Doubletop zu bauen, weil möglicherweise als Zweiter so in Deutschland, würde ich mal schätzen, und beschäftige mich seit dieser Zeit mit Doppeltop-Instrumenten. Ich wollte ein Instrument bauen, das sehr tief klingt, sehr mystisch, sehr laut und einen tiefen Bass hat. Man hat quasi nochmal eine zweite Stimme, also quasi nochmal, es geht so in den Cello-Bereich. Und da kam mir dieser Name Montagnana genau richtig und den habe ich dann verwendet, um der Gitarre einen Namen zu geben. Dann wollte ich eine noch, die noch schöner gebaut ist mit vielen Extras, also mit besonderen Hölzern. Das ist jetzt African Rosewood, Madagaskar sozusagen. Und für die Gitarren, die jetzt sehr ausgefallen sind, also von der vom Holz her und von der Verarbeitung, den gab ich dann noch einen extra Namen. Das ist dann Domenico Montagnana, das Sleeping Beauty Modell. Und das Sleeping Beauty war ein Cello von Montagnana. Das ist so genannt. Also bei Stradivari haben die Geigen und Celli auch immer einen Namen. Das Sleeping Beauty Modell gibt es auch von Montagnana. Und dann habe ich diese Gitarren, die jetzt sehr ausgefallen sind, also von dem Holz auch, die sind dann die Domenico Montagnana, das Sleeping Beauty.
Usually I try not to speak between the chords, but this guitar has straight away a very big wow effect if you play some notes and chords on it. The sound is very big, but it has still that sweetness in the sound. And so soft. With a very long sustain. Wow. A very good double top guitar should actually sound like a normal guitar, like a traditional guitar, but it should be louder, more open, and it should have more dynamic range. And this guitar is exactly what I have described. It's a double top guitar, but it gives you a very special feeling. But I will just play more on this guitar instead of talking. This is one of the best double top guitars I've ever played. Wow. I mean, I could play the whole day on this guitar and to talk about this guitar, but if you have the chance to come to Siccas and to try this one, just do it. And maybe you have noticed that my thumb sounds different than in other videos, and that's because I have broke my nail a few days ago and it's still very, very short. So let's move to the next guitar. This guitar is made by a very skillful and great guitar luthier, German guitar luthier, Stefan Nitschke. And Stefan Nitschke builds always very, very nice guitars, and I'm impressed by every guitar that we receive at Siccas Guitars. And this one is brand new from 2023, and this is called La Imelda. This guitar has a beautiful spruce top and Brazilian rosewood back and sides. Amazing looking guitar, very light, and let's see how the guitar sounds. What an even sounding guitar. The balance of this guitar is just wow. And also the sustain is really long. It doesn't stop. And for me, the most important thing is the beauty of the sound color on this guitar. This guitar is like an orchestra. You can't separate the tones so precise. Wow. Just try to describe the sound of this guitar with your own words. I am out of words, and this is also very comfortable to play. Very easy guitar, easy going. It's a very traditionally built guitar, but it's resonating very well, and it can have a round and soft sound if you want. So it's very elastic. You can create the sound and choose the sound color as you want. And yeah, great guitar by Stefan Nitschke. Congrats again. And let's move to the last guitar of this week. And the last guitar of this week is made by the very well-known guitar luthier from US, Kenny Hill. This guitar is from 2005 and it's a Torres model guitar. And we have a spruce top and maple back and sides. So the body of this guitar is a little bit smaller in comparison to other guitars, and I'm very curious about the sound. Wow, this guitar is resonating like crazy. Wow. You can feel the whole vibrations in your body. It has a huge sound. And a very good dynamic range. Very wide dynamic range. What I also noticed is the very soft and fast response of the guitar. So it's very easy to get a big sound of this guitar, out of this guitar. And very deep basses. So also this one is a very good sounding guitar because of the fast response, because of the deep basses and the comfortable way to play this guitar, and also all the colors that you can create. So the quality of the sound is really, really good. So as I've already told you, the guitars of this week are truly special and I enjoyed every one of them. Please also let me know your opinion about the sound of these guitars. And yeah, it was the last guitar of this week. Thanks for tuning in and staying around with me until the end of this video. Enjoy your weekend and see you next week.